As we await the first in a new line of OnePlus hardware in the form of Nord, we have quite a few rumours to sift through and sort, but this is everything we know so far about the upcoming OnePlus Nord. Thanks for watching 9to5Google on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe and enable notifications with the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. Some of you may know this device as a OnePlus 8 Lite or even the OnePlus Z or Z. However, it turns out that OnePlus is essentially starting a brand new line with the Nord series. It remains to be seen, but we wonder if this could be something similar to the Pocophone line that was once part of Xiaomi. With the release of the Google Pixel 4a slipping due to the COVID-19 pandemic, OnePlus has a clear run at taking mindshare in the premium budget Android space. Apple's 2020 iPhone SE also raised eyebrows by giving you top-tier performance, but in a 3-year-old shell, for under $400. While this opportunity might not come again for OnePlus, this is everything that's been rumoured so far about the forthcoming OnePlus Nord. The expected design of the OnePlus Nord is still actually based upon renders shared in early December 2019. However, since then OnePlus has started to tease the upcoming device in videos and social media posts. Throughout, they've emphasised that OnePlus Nord has only had 6 months from conception to launch, which muddies the water of this design a little bit. With that in mind, we're not actually certain if some minor or major hardware changes have been made since those early renders appeared. It also means that what you've already seen in 3D CAD based renders might not be what we actually see in the flesh. So based upon the rumours so far, the OnePlus Nord will come with a relatively familiar footprint and it will have a flat 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, which we believe will be using 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass 5. We're also likely to see a punch-hole notch, with renders hinting that it will be centrally placed rather than the upper left. While this has garnered from renders, we are confident that placement will be similar to that of the OnePlus 8 series, and that's much more likely in this regard. Materials could also be altered to help keep costs down, but we do anticipate a glass sandwich style design with a metal frame, although as we mentioned, this frame could be plastic to ensure that costs are kept to a minimum. One would imagine the same attention to detail that we've seen with the colour material finish design principles that OnePlus has followed with all recent releases. We more or less know exactly what the rumoured specifications are at this point for the OnePlus Nord. Previously it was hinted that we might see the first OnePlus device with the MediaTek Dimensity chipset. It turns out that that isn't going to be the case though, as the OnePlus Nord will rely on the 5G enabled Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G chip. This simultaneously helps keep the cost down while retaining OnePlus's stance of all in on 5G it took in early 2020. The base model will come with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and as seems to be customary with OnePlus hardware, there will be an overkill 12GB of RAM, 256GB of storage option. Battery size is also estimated at 4000 mAh, which should see you through the day quite comfortably. Should it be a problem though, OnePlus's trademark Warp Charge brings 30W charge speeds, meaning you can top up in mere minutes. Expect to also see an in-display fingerprint reader, as the leaked renders suggest that a physical option is out of the question this time around. If it manages to match the speed and accuracy of the OnePlus 7T and the OnePlus 8, then this will be one of the best on a sub $500 smartphone. Thanks to leaks, we know that the rear camera setup will include 4 distinct lenses. This does though throw into doubt the early renders which we have seen, because they only showcased a triple camera setup at the rear. However, we can speculate about the focal length, but it would be safe to assume that we'll have something similar to the standard OnePlus 8 in terms of camera hardware. Expect to see at least a 48MP sensor at the core, with something like a 16MP ultra-wide-angle lens, 12MP telephoto, and either a macro or depth sensor, rounding off the rear camera setup. The front-facing camera is more of an enigma. We have heard rumours that the OnePlus Nord will pack in a 32MP selfie camera, however there is little information on the selfie capabilities of this upcoming device. Android Central though claims that the OnePlus Nord will be the first OnePlus device to sport a dual selfie camera, meaning a potential dual punch-hole notch. As for colours, well, we actually don't know what we'll see on the latest OnePlus device, but we think it might follow previous designs. Without too many rumours over the colours, the recent leaks and social media posts lean heavily into blue. That leads us to believe that we'll see at least a blue OnePlus Nord and potentially a more muted colour like silver or grey. Rumours suggest a July 10th launch for OnePlus Nord in India. How that translates to the rest of the world is as yet unknown, but a launch is very much imminent. US fans though, we're sorry, as it doesn't look like you'll be able to get it in stores at this early stage though, as Pete Lau confirmed himself that this is India and Europe first, with potential follow-ups coming to the US down the line. We're expecting pricing to be relatively low considering the previous pricing history, and we would imagine it will be under $500. That said, rumours suggest it will be under $350. But as it is unlikely to come to the US, UK and EU pricing are the only indication we have. Expect to see a launch price of something around a £399 or €399 bracket. Let's quickly go over a few things that won't be included in the OnePlus Nord though before we wrap up. First up is the headphone port. Well, we're sorry, as even many affordable Android devices including the Pixel 3a come with wired audio capabilities, OnePlus has decided that it's Bluetooth or bust. Wireless charging also won't make it. No, you'll just have to rely on the wickedly fast Warp Charge 30 instead, and there will be no IP68 rating. Don't expect a full IP rating on the OnePlus Nord. This time around it's only for the flagship OnePlus 8 Pro, and that means that you will rely on a lower rating, if any at all. So what are you hoping to see on the OnePlus Nord? We want to open up the floor to you. What beyond the leaks, and even including the leaks, would you like to see come launch day? Let us know down in the comments section below what you want to see. But until next time, this is Damien with 9to5 Google saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.